welcome to this edition of MBC News. With the new use of technology, students at MECC are swapping out glue sticks and scissors for tablets and computers. Here's reporter Delaney Turner with the story.
The elementary art programs are beginning to stray away from the traditional scissors and glue art projects. Students at MECC are beginning to dive into a new kind of art, digital image design. First grade art teacher, Katie Horning, is beginning to incorporate these elements into her classroom.
Well, we're hoping that there's not such a big gap in the future. Hopefully there will be technology in every art room here soon. We use the iPads and we use them to edit a photograph that they took of themselves. We're making selfie portraits, and they're based on Gustav Klimt's artwork.
This new technique allows students to produce creative pieces of art. Integrating the iPads with the standard paintings provides them with skills needed now and in the future.
So it's really cool that they get to practice with these materials early on. It's going to be just a way that we live. We're going to take pictures, we're going to share pictures, we're going to edit pictures, and it's not just reserved for artists and people who are experts in Photoshop. It's an accessible skill that we're all going to be using. All kinds of different careers need to know how to share and tell their stories through imagery, and this gives these kids a really early start.
Although they are only first graders, students are excited to use the iPads to improve the quality of their photos and further their artistic experience.
We used iPads and we took pictures and we cut it out.
It's not out of the ordinary to see these new advancements being used in and out of the art classroom by these 21st century artists. This new technology is allowing students to expand their opportunities from the canvas to the computer. I'm Delaney Turner, MBC News.
It's safe to say that most people get butterflies in their stomach before a class presentation. But how are those nerves affected when the classroom is replaced by an audience-packed auditorium? Here's reporter Kaylee Connors with the story.
We see the different plays and musicals that Drama Club has produced, the singers, actors, and actresses. But what happens behind the scenes is much different than what happens on stage. According to Mr. Young, theater isn't just good for the plays and the musicals, but it's also a good confidence builder for students with potential.
A lot of people are terrified of performing, and really the only way to get over their anxiety is to practice and to do it. We had one student who was one of my very best theater students ever, and her first audition she broke down crying. And again, it's just baby steps at a time, and that confidence comes from practicing and repetition. And so by the end of her high school career, she was certainly one of our most successful theater students. She went on to major in journalism. So.
Even though the students in Drama Club are very talented, all of them have a different perspective towards being nervous on stage.
Well, because we work really hard, we've done it for a long time, so I feel like it's engraved in my brain. You just have to have fun up there, so it just comes naturally, I don't know.
I don't get nervous that often, but when I do, I fart to get rid of it, so.
I do get nervous. I just remember that we did a lot of rehearsal. This is what we practiced for. So.
I don't get nervous.
I guess I get a little nervous, but not really that much. It's just all fun.
I get nervous and I just try to breathe and remember that there are people too watching us, and if we make mistakes, just go with it.
Mason High School Theater is more than a script and a set. It's students with potential and talent and a teacher who believes in them. I'm Keely Connors, MBC News.
You have already seen that our rival schools aren't very fond of the Mason Comets, and this time Sam DeGroft and Serena Klein have something different in store.
Hey Mason, at this point you'd probably expect us to be anywhere but here.
Although it's always fun going other places, I think we have a pretty good understanding of what other schools think of us from the outside.
So we ask you Mason students, what do you think about your fellow Comets?
So what do you think of those Mason students?
They've changed so much.
Kids are kids.
I love them.
Cream of the crop. It just doesn't get any better at Mason.
I'd have to say fake.
Mason students love to dab.
Will you imitate a Mason person for us? I'm going to Quatman's. About to catch a burger. Wait, hold on. About to go to Quatman's. Gonna catch a burger.
I like
hold
that.
On,
no,
it's about to get a burger.
About to get a burger.
About to go to Quatman's. What is it?
It is so
Going to Quatman's. about to catch a burger. No! Yes! No, it's not catch a burger. I'm looking it up. Going to Quatman's, about to get a burger.
Mason students are bad drivers. They nearly hit me on this thing every day.
All right, so this is a Mason student.
Oh boy, I tell you, we got some nice old country boys around these parts. Yeah, yeah, keep the country boy, hey, hey.
Mason students, bad drivers. Other than that, fine. Just be like, wow, this guy just cut me off, but I'm still a bad driver. I don't know how to explain it.
We're all beautiful individuals, and I think we all have great personalities.
We're a very diverse group of students. Everybody is very nice. You can find pretty much anybody wherever you want to. So.
They could be a little better.
There's too many of them.
I think they're preppy and spoiled, and I think they should have been spanked more as a kid.
I appreciate you guys so much.
Well, I think the students at Mason are the best. Of course, I'm a little biased because I'm a former Mason student, and they've always been the best. And it's not brag, it's just fact.
Wow, now we've heard it all. Opinions from the inside and the outside.
But no matter what anyone else thinks, always stay true to yourself.
We've had an amazing year with some awesome accomplishments that we should be proud of.
And in the end, it doesn't matter what any other school thinks because we'll always be Comet Country.
For the last time, I'm Serena Klein.
And I'm Sam DeGroft, MBC News.
Sports has a way of bringing individuals from all walks of life together. The Mason varsity softball team is doing just that. Reporter Ellie Harpin has a story.
Mason softball has been having an extremely impressive season this year, but the score isn't the only thing on their minds as they were just recently joined by the Mason Challenger League.
The kids are really excited that came here to be a part of the festivities. They have already come and seen the dugout, which to them is really neat because we don't have dugouts like this with our names on them. And then right now they're getting a tour inside the locker room. We're going to take them up to the press box, and then the big feature will be when they get to go on the field with the softball girls.
Although the sport brought them closer together, the Challenger League athletes have been longtime friends.
We knew each other for a very long time before we played baseball. So we just joined as one. Like, we all play together.
Yeah, we played together.
A lot. About 3 years.
About 3 years. What's your favorite part about it?
Pitching the ball.
Like pitching the ball?
Yes.
My favorite, I've been doing the Challenger League for like 3 years, and my favorite part is batting.
Not only did the players welcome the kids onto the field, but also into their hearts.
Just to develop a relationship with the kids and want them to continue to play the game that we all love, since we've been playing since their age. They're really important to us, obviously, and we got so close to them this season, so we thought it would be a good cause.
As our softball team season progresses, so does the Challenger League as their program continues to grow. I'm Ellie Harpin, NBC Sports.
The Bengals, Reds, and Bearcats are the talk of just about every sports show in Cincinnati. But one new team in the area is hoping to break onto the scene of mid-morning chatter. Reporter Kylie McCalmont has a story.
Soccer is one of the fastest growing sports across America, and that is very evident here in Southwest Ohio. High school, recreational, and club teams are thriving in this area, and this area's passion is being highlighted with the new professional soccer team, FC Cincinnati. Fumi Kimura, Director of Public Relations for FC Soccer, said having a professional team in the Cincinnati area draws attention to the Southwest Ohio and their passion for soccer. Part of the strategy to draw fans to games is to appeal to the region's excitement for soccer, like tonight, where the Mason Varsity boys and girls soccer teams get to be part of the on-field events.
You know, I think it just raises the level of soccer awareness here. I know that there's a huge youth soccer presence in Ohio. FC Cincinnati just gives those youth players someone to look up to, role models, I think, a goal to shoot for.
Junior and varsity soccer player Danny Maxim said this is an exciting night for him and his teammates, as they not only get to participate, but also get to enjoy seeing the game they love bring Cincinnati together.
I think it will really grow the fan base of soccer here in Cincinnati. We've never really had a big professional team here. We've only known the Columbus Crew, and not a lot of people want to go up to Columbus to go see a game. So it kind of exposes the whole city of Cincinnati to what soccer's all about. This is just the heart of Cincinnati and in downtown Cincinnati, and there's so many people here, and You just get to represent your school and have a good time.
Soccer has grown tremendously in the Cincinnati area. Every weekend, kids of all different talents are playing soccer, so it seems like a good fit to have a professional team in the Cincinnati area. It provides Cincinnati with a home team to root for, as well as younger Cincinnati athletes a dream that they might someday reach this high level. I'm Kylie McKelmont, MBC Sports.
Working out is key to every athlete's preparation, but these few players are taking it to a whole nother level. Reporter Rachel Barnett has the story.
In sports, every athlete looks for an edge. At Midwest, athletic performance is where they find it, by building confidence, improving their skills, and preparing for their upcoming season.
Currently, over 180 student athletes train at Midwest Athletic Performance, 70 of them being football players, and 20 of those football players are furthering their football careers in college with the help of MAP training.
We take the clients individually, we sit them down, talk to them about their goals, what they want to accomplish, and then we put them through a 2-week assessment to try to figure out what they can and can't do, where their deficiencies are, whether it's flexibility, mobility, and just kind of go from there. We develop a personal relationship with our athletes inside and outside of the gym. We care about their performance on the field, off the field, how they are out in public, how they represent us, how they represent themselves and their school. We take great care in how they do perform and how in school and on the field. Sit down. First off, we build up their strength, and then we try to build up their endurance, work with their footwork, and position-specific drills.
I think this gym's special, obviously, because it's in Mason, and there's the athletes here are the best. They're athletes in all sports from all over the city of Cincinnati, so it really helps a lot to have guys in here that push each other and strive to be the best. It prepares me a lot for football. My trainer John's done a great job, obviously, to prepare me for the next level. You know, he really sits down with you and talks to you. You know, what are your goals? What do you want to do? And he gets you there. Most difference, I'd probably say my work ethic has gone up because I think it always make you work harder when you're seeing results. And at Midwest, you really see results, so it makes you want to work even harder.
Playing field is more competitive than ever. In the end, their final test will be determined this fall on the football field. I'm Rachel Barnett, NBC Sports.
The Mason varsity baseball team enjoys great success on the field, but when the cleats are off and the work is done, this relaxed group enjoys a familiar American pastime. Reporter Cullen Ekefee has the story.
Most people know the Mason baseball team for their strong play on the diamond. But once this team steps out the field and takes off their cleats, a new sport comes to mind, the sport of hacky sack. Senior Ben Spear, one of the longest tenured hacky players on the team, was introduced to the game by past seniors and has kept the tradition alive.
About 2 years ago, I was introduced by a couple seniors, Chris Martin, Joey Thomas, and they introduced it to us, and it's just been with the program ever since.
Senior Sam Taylor does a variety of drills to prepare for a game.
I do this one drill, I'll show you later. It's a wall drill. You start it off the wall, you kick off the wall, and you just keep balancing it. It really helps with the footwork and eye coordination, and it helps me improve my game a lot.
Senior Vince Vanelli has formed a rivalry with Sam Taylor over the years due to his physical style of play.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ohio State, Michigan, but it's more serious than that.
We hate Sam.
I'm considered a clean player, but Sam Taylor's a dirty player. So I try and do anything I can to get him off his game by just hitting it hard right at his face or at his hair.
Although it's not an official GMC sport, I think it's safe to say the Mason baseball team would have a good chance of bringing home a title and hacky sack too. I'm Cullen Ekefee, NBC Sports.
After seeing Mrs. Gobble's cargos and Mr. Blythe's snug white blazer, I'm sure we can all agree that honesty is key when it comes to fashion advice. Here's Lauren Bangs with today's Kids in the Hall.
We all know fashion is a pretty big deal here at MHS. Whether it's prom season or simply the latest fashion trends, it's almost like our hallways are a virtual walkway. We can be a bit judgmental at times when it comes to checking out these outfits. We think in our heads that just doesn't work. But what about our teachers? Some of our teachers are pretty good at keeping up with the latest trends, but some of them have settled into what they find comfortable. So we ask you kids in the hall, have you ever wanted to tell your teacher that they need help on their style?
Don't wear cargo pants.
I'll show you my Pinterest.
Plaid on plaid is not a fad.
Chill with the mom jeans.
I like when men wear the deep V-neck because I like a little bit of chest hair sometimes.
Oh, I'm not really sure I can get fashion advice. I mean, I'm in slides right now.
Mr. Thomas is just like a dad. Sunglasses inside is a good idea. Are you blocking out the haters? I don't know what to tell them because I don't have good fashion anyways.
But wear something. That's advice that too few people know.
We're pretty lucky here at MHS. We have some pretty stylish teachers and some who just like to wear what's comfortable. But that doesn't get in the way of them showing off their styles in many different ways, not in just what they wear. I'm Lauren Banks, MBC News.
Most summer days are spent relaxing by the pool and enjoying the warm weather, but you can still have all this fun while being productive. Here's Lauren Liska with a message from our MHS staff.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It is truly important to experience these next 9 weeks, so we have some of the brightest brains at MHS how to make the most of our summer.
Have a great summer. Remember, good things happen to good people, so always be good to everyone.
Network. And by network, I mean, you're still in school, you're figuring out what you like and what you want to do for a living. Now's the time to go out and figure out, do I really like this and do I really want to do this? Get together with someone your parents know, friends of their friends, to figure out, can I shadow? Can I do something to get experience to figure out what it is I want to do beyond the now? So when you come back here in August, you're kind of a few steps ahead of that.
Congratulations, Comic Country, on a great school year. More importantly, as we head into summer, make sure you continue building those relationships with friends and family members and have a great summer.
So whatever you do, make it count.
We have heard words of wisdom from multiple teachers now, and for our last broadcast, here's Carol Lehman giving her 2 cents.
Hi Mason High School, this is Mrs. Lehman, and as we get ready to jump into the last week of school, there's a few things I want to talk to you about. Number one, I want you to enjoy the last week of school, in particular the seniors. Enjoy graduation, look around, remember how you feel, find your families, thank your families, and your friends as you get ready to go through this very special ceremony. Number two, I know we're in a great age of technology, but I would really encourage you as you move forward in life to really build relationships with people, not necessarily technology. You're always going to remember how people made you feel, and people are going to remember how you made them feel. And in the end, that's really what's going to make you happy, the people that you surround yourself with. So choose wisely and really, really focus on not the technology, not the Snapchat, not the Twitter, not Instagram, but the relationships with people. And then finally, as all of you eventually will choose a path that you want to follow, I would really encourage you to find your passion. Do something you love. Because in the end, when you do something you love, you will love what you do. And that makes a huge difference in life. So seniors, congratulations. We will all miss you. Best of luck to you. And to the underclassmen, let's have a great last week of school here at Mason.
Before we leave you today, here's our MBC Class of 2016 with a quick message.
The staff of MBC and I would like to thank you for a great year.
We would like to thank the teachers and administration for helping us get MBC back in the school day.
Mason High School is a big place, and by watching these stories,
we can help make it feel a little smaller and more connected.
Thank you to the students, teams, organizations, and groups who made contributions to the school and allowed MBC to share our stories.
Thank you to the numerous members of MBC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment
to delivering the news to MHS. We thank everyone for another tremendous year.
And teachers,
Thank you for allowing us to interview students, collect footage, and at times, interrupt your classes.
We can't do this without you. Thank you to Mr. Distel
for your support of MBC, and we wish you the best of luck in your new position. As MBC celebrates the conclusion of our 15th year, we're already excited to return next year and bring you the news of students making the news here at MHS.
For everyone in front of and behind the cameras,
we are.
We are.
We are.
We are MBC. Thank you for joining us on this edition of MBC News. As always, we're committed to bringing you the news of students making the news. For everyone in front of and behind the camera, for the last time, I'm Lily Vardanian.